Hello, welcome to our assembly. It's Friday and we've had another really good week in school. There's been loads and loads of really good learning. There's been loads of fantastic work, and I've seen people in my office. I've been giving out all of my special stickers. You can see I'm nearly running out because people have been working so hard. So well done. Give yourselves a big pat on the back for being absolutely brilliant. It's been really lovely seeing people on the playground in the morning when you've been coming into school. You've all been smiley and cheery and talking to your mates, which is really nice. It's just the sort of attitude that we want to see at Wincham. So well done. All of the teachers, all of the adults who work in the school are very proud of everybody. Now, we've been thinking about Thingamy and Whatsit and Dewberry in our assemblies, and I can't remember what it is. So who can tell me, who can remind the rest of the people in the class what it is that you've been thinking about? What have I been talking about in the assemblies? Stop the video and tell me. Okay, I wonder. We were talking about HeartSmart. So you've had your HeartSmart teaching. You've had your HeartSmart lessons, and we've been thinking about choices and about that big word, consequences, the thing that happens if you make a choice. So there is always a consequence. So we have talked about what happens if you have your ice cream in the sunshine. We have talked about what happens if you laugh at somebody and you're unkind to them and the consequence. Then we talked about how we can make a choice to make ourselves feel better and the impact that has on us by really enjoying the signs of autumn. So loads of different choices. So I'm going to read you a story today. It's kind of not quite a story. It's a bit of a non-fiction book, a bit of an information book. It's an interesting one. It's not quite like any book I've really come across before. Right. Here we go. It's called A Little Spot of Responsibility. And I'm just going to come out of the book and go back into it because it's not quite loading properly on the screen. There we go. A Little Spot of Responsibility, a story about making good choices. So all about choices. Here we go. Hi, my name is Spot, and I'm not just any ordinary Spot. I'm a little spot of responsibility. I'm here to help you make good choices. Well, I've never seen a responsibility spot before. I want to make good choices. So it's about thinking about the choices that you make and having a big impact on them. Here we go. Every time you make a good choice, your responsibility spot grows and it makes you feel more confident and happy. That's why I'm going to show you some ways so you can make good choices to grow your responsibility spot from a small responsibility spot, bigger and bigger. So we've got a road. The right choice goes that way. The wrong choice goes this way. Did you know you have the power to make choices? We all want to make choices that have positive outcomes, and that's why I made this little decision chart to help you. So here's the decision chart. And any decision can be broken down into these steps. Stop and identify the problem. Positive consequences, good things that will happen. Negative consequences, bad things that might happen. Gather some information. Think about the positive and negative consequences. Make a choice. Reflect on the outcome. So think about what's happened. So we're going to stop, work out what we need to do, think about the good things and the bad things that might happen, and then make that choice and think, did I do that right? Let's have a look at some examples. You are going to experience a lot of choices in your life. Some decisions are easy and some are not. But in order to have the best chance of making a good choice, you should try to use the decision chart. Now, you might not write this chart down and go through it every time, but actually it's a really good process to go through in your head when you've got a complicated or even an easy decision to make. Let's see how the decision chart works on a choice you make every day. Like, what should you wear? Stop. Problem. You're not sure what to wear. The information we've got, it's pretty cold outside. If you wear shorts, you'll be chilly. So the choice, you wore warm clothes. And the reflection, was that the right decision? Yeah, it was a great choice because you weren't cold. I hope you wore a top and t-shirt and jumpers and everything else as well. And that's actually what happens in our head every day. You look out the window, think, right, it's raining. I'm going to need to put a waterproof on before I go outside. Or you look out the window and think, yeah, it's dead sunny, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to wear my shorts and t-shirts. And actually, you've gone through that process with all of these things in your head without even realizing it. So that's how your brain works. Adults have the ability to predict consequences you can't yet, to guess what those consequences might be. And adults can do this because they've been making choices a lot longer than you have, which gives them a lot more experience. And they have a lot of knowledge that helps you make good choices. That's why it's important to listen to what adults say. So a baby might have made 1,000 choices. A child might have made 10,000 choices. An adult might have made 100,000 choices. And an elderly person might have made 1,000,000 choices in their life. So it's really important that we listen to that experience. So, for example, you might think it's a really good idea to get a puppy. Get a dog. It's just such a great idea. It's fantastic. It's going to be great. Sometimes you might want to take on a big task and need the help of an adult to make a choice. But they may not agree with what you want to do, like a puppy. The adult might have all the ideas. They might know about all the different things that are going to happen. Who's going to feed it? Who's going to take it for a walk? Who's going to pick up the poo? Who's going to get up in the middle of the night when it's barking? And these are the things that an adult with that bit of experience might be able to tell you. So it's a good choice to start off with something that doesn't require as much responsibility, like getting a plant instead of a puppy. Puppies need feeding and bathing and walking and training, and your responsibility spot may not be big enough yet. But caring for something can grow your responsibility spot. If you can keep that plant alive for a long time, a year or however long, you might be able to help and show that you've got that responsibility. Playing games is a lot of fun. It's a good choice to play by the rules and not cheat. Honesty can help you grow a responsibility spot because you're actually showing that responsibility to somebody else. You shouldn't leave your toys out because they can get damaged easily. It's a good choice to put things back in their place and not just throw them in a closet. It lets people know you can put things away properly. Being reliable helps you to grow a responsibility spot. If you always do those jobs, if you always make sure that you do the things that you're asked, then you are being responsible and it shows other people that you're responsible. Try to do something for someone where you don't expect a reward in return. It's a good choice to help clean up, even if you didn't make the mess, because it's nice to help. And kindness can help grow a responsibility spot. How did that mess get so big? Doesn't matter. I'll help you clean it up. Okay? Sometimes it's easy to blame other people for the choices you make. It's a good choice to accept responsibility for your actions, even when it's hard to do. And when you do this, you gain respect from others. Trust can help grow a responsibility spot. And sometimes we know we've made a mistake. In this case, the boys knocked over the vase. And we could run away, we could get cross and angry, we could hide, but actually it's a hard thing to do to say, yeah, do you know what? I've made a big mistake. I'm really sorry. I've done it wrong. And other people will say, do you know what? Well done for saying you got it wrong. You did the right thing. So look around. Be aware of your surroundings. It's a good choice to do things before you're told, like putting your toys away when you're done using them. Being proactive, thinking about what might happen, can help grow your responsibility spot. We all want things to last a long time, and we don't want to get injured while we're using them. It's a good choice to practice scissor safety, not poke holes in your rubber and keep the rubber on the end of the pencil. So we've got rules that, like, sit down while you're cutting, pass the scissors with the handle first, hold the blade down when you're walking, and walk slowly when you're holding scissors. And we do these things because it's that good choice to help everybody be safe. Respecting things can help grow your responsibility spot. One of our school rules is respecting the environment or respecting property, so the stuff that's around you. So click the cap on your pen. So glues doesn't dry out. And if you use them in the right way, they don't get damaged. Clear up where you've been working so nothing gets lost. So we're showing that bit of respect to the environment, but also we're showing respect to other people around us as well. Because we are leaving things nicely for other people to use. It's not just about me using this pen. Mr. Bounds might want to come and sit at my desk, and he might want to use my pen. So I'm just going to put it neatly on my keyboard there in case somebody else wants to use it on another day. Now, a calendar is a great tool to help you remember dates, and it's a good choice to give your homework in on the day it's due and not say to Mr. Babington, I'm really sorry, I forgot my homework again. Staying organized can help grow your responsibility spot. Showing up when you're supposed to is a great way of demonstrating that you value other people's time. It's a good choice to be on time to school. Really important when mum and dad says, come on, time to put your shoes on, time to get your coat. You don't go, oh, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to have 5 more minutes playing on the Xbox. But actually, if you're listening to mum and dad, they're helping you to be organized, helping you to be punctual, which helps to grow your responsibility spot, and you can help mum and dad too. All about the choices you make. When you've got a lot of tasks to complete, it's an easy thing to do to forget some of them. It's a good choice to create a list so you can remember to complete each task that you agreed to do. You're being dependable. So the to-do list here is feed the fish, set the table, return the library books. And if you write down the list, then you've got that list of things. It helps you to remember them. I use lists all the time. That's what my notebook here is full of, all the lists. And when somebody asks me to do something, I have to write it down because otherwise I'll forget. And that to-do list helps me to be dependable. If you're feeling pressured to do something you think is wrong, it's a good choice to say no. Courage can help grow your responsibility spot. If you're being told, let's go do this, and you think, no, that's naughty, or my teacher's told me not to do that, or my mum and dad have told me not to do that, then saying no is a really good choice. And sometimes your emotions can get pretty big. You can feel really, really cross, or really, really angry, or really upset, or really sad. And it's a good choice to guide your big emotions to a peaceful place. This not only helps you, but others around you. And managing your emotions helps you grow a responsibility spot. And sometimes it's important, it's helpful to work out what we can do when we feel those big emotions. So you might have something that you do that really, really helps if you feel a big emotion, if you feel very, very sad or very, very angry, and you've got something that helps you calm down, helps you feel better. So have a think about it now. Pause the video, and you can keep this in your head if you want to and not tell other people. Or if you want, you can talk to other people in your class. You could share your ideas with your teacher about what you do. What choice do you make when you feel those big emotions, when you feel really sad or really angry or whatever? Okay. I bet there's lots of ideas. I bet there's lots of people who choose to go play with a dog or cuddle a teddy, choose to get a hug from mum, choose to do a breathing exercise or to sit and read a book. Lots of different ways to help manage your emotions. So there are lots of things that you could do for yourself instead of having the people who look after you, parents or carers, do them for you. It's a good choice to get yourself dressed, make your bed, turn off the lights. Taking initiative, doing the things that you know will help, can grow your responsibility spot. Sometimes it's hard to remember to do things like homework. It's a good choice to have a schedule, so you know what needs to be done every day and at what time, like doing your homework as soon as you get home so you don't forget. And having a routine can grow your responsibility spot. So you might have a list of things to do each day. So you know that at 7 o'clock you're going to get up, and at 7:30 you're going to have breakfast and things like this. A routine is really, really helpful. You know that as soon as you come in from school, you hang up your coat and you put your shoes away. Not do it later when somebody else has tripped over them. Routine is important. So it's important to take care of your body. It's a good choice to eat well, keep clean, and get plenty of rest. This shows you can take care of you. You can care about yourself, and being healthy can grow your responsibility spot as well. Okay. We all want to stay well, and we know from the past couple of years it's a good choice to cover your mouth when you cough, to use a tissue, to use hand sanitizer, to wash your hands. So you're being courteous to others, you're being kind to others by not spreading germs. It helps to grow your responsibility spot. Well, that's about that. I think there's lots of things that you've learned or lots of things that you've been reminded about that help you to grow your responsibility spot. So have a think for me of all of those things that we've talked about. What are you going to do today to grow your responsibility spot? What have you heard about that you think might be a really good idea for you to be a little bit more responsible? Have a think, and let's see if you can do that throughout the rest of the day. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.